I'm Sue Elliott.
And I'm Ed Holen. Welcome to this week's edition of the Olympia Insider, where we're down here on a very foggy morning.
That's appropriate because I'm not sure we're seeing clearly, right, where the legislature's going and where their budget's going to go. So we have a lot to talk about and a lot to do.
There's a lot of bills out there. In fact, the last time I looked, we had over 5 pages of bills of interest. So there's probably a bill for anybody's interest. If you want to go check that out on the Arc of Washington website.
Right.
And won't the next couple of weeks bring a little bit more clarity?
Well, I hope so. Now, one of the bills that was just dropped yesterday was the ABLE Act bill, which follows along with what Congress just did. And you know that more about that than I do.
Well, in fact, the ABLE Act bill at the state level is House Bill 2063. It's so brand new, I have to read the number off a piece of paper. We have a couple advocates that want to talk a little bit about the ABLE Act and the power of being able to save money for the future.
Before the ABLE Act, people with disabilities that were on SSI were not able to save their money. They were only allowed to have $2,000 in their account every month. And I believe this is discrimination because people without disabilities are able to save their money, which is a way to help them stay out of poverty. But people with disabilities were stuck in poverty because they were not able to save their money. And I believe that we should be able to have control of our own finances and our income. And so the ABLE Act has found a way to make it so that people can save their money and get out of poverty, be able to buy a home or continue their education. And basically sit in the same rights as anyone else. And so it's a great way to show equality for people with disabilities. It's a good step forward.
It really will allow folks to save resources and be able to afford things that they otherwise wouldn't be able to afford with a $2,000 limit. And that is super exciting for people because for as long as I can remember, folks have always told me how they really don't have enough resources to be able to afford the things that they really need in their life. And so it's exciting that our state is taking this step to make saving possible for people, and this way they won't have to impact their federal benefits but still be able to save resources for things that would make their life easier.
And Ed, I think next week is going to be the hearing on the ABLE Act.
My understanding is as well, and we're coming up to cutoff dates where bills have to be moving along, making it out of their committee, and if they don't, they die for this year.
Right. And so remember, change is made.
Change is made.
Change is made.
Change is made by those who show up.